are you?
I am a choosing.
Who are you?
I am a choosing.
Who are you? Show me your pastor power.
I am a choosing.
I'm a choosing, miracles, testimonies, and all that.
Who are you?
I am a choosing.
What up, guys? Daddy Freeze just dropped his own attack on the Lord choosing this morning with this video. You won't believe what Daddy Freeze said about the Lord choosing. If you are seeing this channel for the first time, please do well to like, share, and subscribe to this channel.
I'm a choosing, miracles, testimonies, and all that. And first, I want to address those people who I find them laughable, these miracles, and forgive me, it's my opinion. I'm a Christian scholar, preacher of the word of God, but I see this as ridiculous, in my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. Now, there are so many people who see this as an onslaught against Christianity, and I'm here to talk. Once again, you guys are using sentiment and emotions to address a very important matter. No, the Catholics are Christians, and they don't run around with all these kind of ridiculous testimonies and miracles and ideologies, and also the Anglicans and the Methodists and so many other sects in Christianity. So you can't say this is an attack on Christianity, because as a matter of fact, even the Catholics kick against it. And from my last check, the largest population of Christians globally are the Catholics. So if the Catholics are laughing at this, I stand corrected, but I saw a post from Father Ugu, who complained about these ridiculous miracles. So I'm a Christian too. This is not an onslaught against Christianity. This is Christians trying to think for the first time in a long time, because our minds have been shrouded with all sorts of ignorance, and the imagery of the terrain of miracles over the last decade has shifted to a point where it has become absurd. Ridiculous miracles. I see all sorts of miracles. Somebody saying his Geo has a mansion in heaven and he's also building his own. Meanwhile, looking at him, he looks like he's drenched in poverty on earth, because our minds have been... I don't care about no mansions in heaven. The Japanese are living in their mansion on earth. Imagery of the terrain, the French miracles over the Canadians has shifted. Many Chinese are living in their mansions on earth. You cannot be living without adequate access to basic amenities, light, water, road, and then you are building a house in heaven in poverty on earth. How does that make any sense? And furthermore, a lot of people are coming out to say, oh, you are attacked that if you say you believe what God cannot do does not exist. I've never believed that phrase, because there are many things God cannot do, and the Bible is clear. It says it is impossible for God to lie. So I've always taken that stand. But when you compare the what God cannot do does not exist miracles to these ones, how does that make there's a total difference. The what God cannot do does not exist miracles, even though I don't agree with them, still sound sensible. I'm sorry, but a lion came to carry me. I've never believed that phrase. Let me give you my own testimony. I was in Abuja the other day, and there was a strike, and taste buds and I could not come to Lagos, and we needed to come to Lagos. So as soon as we got to the airport, the what God cannot do does I prayed. Miracles. I said, I'm a choosing. Who are you? There's a total and an elephant appeared, and me and taste buds with our luggage climbed on the elephant, and the elephant started using his ears to fly. That's how the elephant flew us from Abuja to Lagos. So I was able to meet my commitments in Lagos. Come on now. The other day, come on. There was a strike, and taste buds and I could not come to Lagos, and we needed to come to Lagos. So as soon as another part of this dilemma is a lot of people don't realize that signs and wonders are actually a sign of the Antichrist. And me and taste buds with our luggage climbed on the elephant, and the elephant started... Let me give you some biblical examples. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 9. This man will come to do the work of Satan with counterfeit power and signs and miracles. How do you know the difference between the original signs and miracles from the counterfeit signs and miracles. Another part of this dilemma is a lot of people don't realize that signs and wonders. Number 2, Matthew 24 verse 24. Antichrist. For false messiahs and false prophets will rise up and perform great signs and wonders so as to deceive, if possible, even God's chosen ones. Power and signs and miracles. Even the very elect could be deceived. That is how good the counterfeit signs and wonders are. If you take another reading from the book of Revelation chapter 13, if you read from verse 12, he exercised all the authority of the first beast. And after he required that its people worship the first beast whose fatal wound had been healed, he did astounding meaning marvelous miracles, even making fire flashed down to the earth from the sky while everybody was watching. That is how good. And with all the miracles he was allowed to perform on behalf of the first beast, he deceived all the people who belong to this world, ordered the people to make a great statue of the first beast who was actually wounded and then came back to life. People worship the first beast whose fatal wound had been healed. The signs of the Antichrist are also signs and wonders. And some people say you need to be spiritually discerning. Let me tell you something. Ignorance and faith are the same thing. And with all the miracles, ignorance and faith. Faith is actually a branch of ignorance. Ignorance is I don't know. Faith is I don't know. But what I don't know, I believe. That is why in the Free Nation we teach that you must base your faith on knowledge. You must base your faith on reality. You cannot continue supporting colorful delusions, vivid imaginations, fertile. And some people say you need imaginations. Discerning. Let me tell you, as ignorance, a form of spirituality or Christianity or whatever the case may be. Faith is actually so here are my thoughts. Ignorance is I don't know. Faith is I don't know. People need to be able to discern. We teach that you must base your faith on knowledge, the real from the fake. On reality. And although I'm not going to say any church is fake or any church is right, I'm just going to tell you that I'm looking for the real. And what is real to me? Junior Pope resurrecting, as Mobad resurrecting, or Christianity, or whatever the case. Or Sinachi, who was a choir member, resurrecting. Those are the kind of miracles I want to see. Mr. Ebu, they're removing leg. The leg not fit grow back despite all the pastors we pray for him. He still buy and then all resurrect him. Any church is fake or any church is right. I'm just going to tell you that I'm looking. These are my thoughts. Junior Pope. We cannot continue creating imaginary scenarios in our heads to drive away our current earthly pain. The problem is the pastors are not in this with us, so they are enjoying it. Those pastors have their own heaven on this earth, and they're not resurrected.
You think what Daddy Free say to the Lord choosing charismatic renewal movement is true? Drop the answer in the comment section. But stay on still. Who are you?
Who are you?
I am a choosing.
Who are you? Show me your pastor power.